guys, welcome back to the Blue Streaks Talk Show. I'm Madison Varner here with Keenan Glago, Sophie Sala, and Maya Wade. To start off today's episode, we're going to jump over to the NBA and talk about the Anthony Davis trade request from the New Orleans Pelicans. He's been with the Pelicans since 2012, but he's also being fined $50,000 for the trade request because of violations. So, what do y'all predict he's going to go, or do you have reasons for this, or reasons for him wanting to be traded from the Pelicans? We'll start with you, Maya.
I think he's probably going to go to LA, Boston, or even New York. He's been with the Pelicans for a long time, and he's only had 2 playoff appearances, only getting to the second round to lose to the Warriors in the second appearance. So he needs to go somewhere that he can win. He could sign a $250 million 5-year extension with New Orleans, but when he's going to another team, he'd be taking less money, but he's going to get a chance to win a championship, so I think it's going to be worth the trade for him.
So as far as trading, it's not happening. Maybe once his contract's over, he might sign somewhere else, most likely. But this year, he's not going anywhere because the Pelicans have literally come out and said that they do not want to trade him, and they are not planning on trading him, and they won't trade him. Yeah, so he's been injured also, and they've kind of sucked, except they beat the Rockets, so that was impressive. But yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's staying in New Orleans for now.
And I think there's always a chance that he might be traded. We heard that there's a rumor with the Lakers going on that he might be traded there. That's an option. But like Keenan said, they don't have interest in trading him, so I think right now he might just stay with the Pelicans.
Okay, so staying in the NBA, it's been reported that Kyrie Irving would be genuinely interested in becoming teammates with LeBron James again. The two were teammates in Cleveland, and they won a championship together, but they split ways when Kyrie said that he didn't want to play with James anymore. So do you think that you'll see Kyrie in a Lakers uniform anytime soon, Keenan?
Yes, maybe. The reason why is I read this story where it was like some dude that had like inner workings with Kyrie Irving was asked like if it was true, and they were like, heck yeah. And then like another dude that knew Kyrie was like, yeah, he wants to go to LA. And there's no reason that it wouldn't happen. And I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Like they were just in Cleveland, and then they left each other, and then now they're getting back into LA. Did they just like Los Angeles? I don't know. But it's weird. But yeah, it can happen because Kyrie does want to go.
I personally don't see it happening because of the history between LeBron and Kyrie. But I think there's, again, always the option that he could if he wants to leave Boston. But I guess we'll see what he wants to do at the end of the season, and then he'll make his decision for that. Yeah, just like Sophie said, Kyrie can opt out at the end of the season. So I think that when you have a team like LA with LeBron leading them, I feel like it's true that Kyrie will want to reunite with LeBron just because he knows he needs that veteran player to kind of look up to. And LA does want 2 or 3 superstars, so either AD or Kyrie I feel like are going to end up there.
Okay. So switching over to the MLB, we have 2 free agents, Manny Machado and Bryce Harper. So both could have a big impact on multiple teams. So Keenan, where do you see them going in the future?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the fact that no one's even like tried to get them yet, and I'm surprised, of course, considering we had Bryce Harper, who was Rookie of the Year, and then an MVP. He's obviously a solid player. Machado also very good player. So yes, it's surprising. But on the flip side, Harper's asking for like $400 million, and like it's gonna be really hard to get that. Especially like my worry with him is consistency, because when he's on, he's on. He's a beast. But he's had some like slumps where he's just horrible, like batting 200s, stupid stuff like that. So with that being said, I think Machado. I think the Yankees are what both of them are looking at, because Harper's always said he wants to go to the Yankees. But I really think Machado's a better fit for them, considering they need more work in the infield. They've got the outfield. They're not really looking for that, especially at the price Harper wants. So I think right now, anywhere really, Machado has a better chance of getting, just because of the amount of money Harper wants, especially the Yankees, because the Yankees could use that boost. They got dogged by the Red Sox in the playoffs. Sadly for Owen, happy for everyone else. Yeah.
All right. I think that when you have these 2 free agents who are such big players and they're demanding such high contracts, it's not a surprise that nobody's picked them up yet.
and they're kind of setting the market for the rest of the league because you have these like players who are not as good as them who are waiting to see where they go and see where they can make an impact after they sign. So I think that once these 2 players sign or even one of them sign, it's going to set the market for the rest of MLB.
I think Maya's right about that, and I think this is also having kind of a negative impact on the offseason of other teams because they're so uncertain with where these 2 are going. They haven't accomplished as much as they want to do over the winter with signing and with getting them recruited for their teams. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up getting picked up.
Okay. So the biggest football game of the year is coming up on Sunday, which is Super Bowl 53. 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady and the Patriots will face off against the young but talented LA Rams. So what are some predictions that y'all have and what you'll be looking for with this game? Sophie, we'll start.
What I'm going to be looking for is kind of how the offenses and defenses of both teams match up because we've seen how they've come back for both teams. We saw the Saints game in the playoffs with the Rams and kind of the comeback for that one. I'm interested to see how Jared Goff handles his calmness over that because we know he can stay calm under extreme pressure, especially from that Saints game when he led them back from a 13-point deficit. So that's majorly one thing I'm going to be looking at. Another thing is that Tom Brady showing everyone his age because we know that the Rams players said that his age is showing. He's not the sharpest anymore. So this is his opportunity to kind of say, I'm still in it.
He's in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
And he's not the sharpest?
Exactly. So this is his opportunity to prove that guy wrong. And yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how that works out.
All right, so I got a lot of feelings going through my head right now. I want the Patriots to get embarrassed on live television. I want to see the Rams and Sean McVay, who grew and was groomed in DC. Shout out to win a Super Bowl. That'd be nice to see. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But first, before I say why, I think that this game's going to be a battle between the Rams' defense, their defensive line. They've got stacked defensive line. Aaron Donald. Oh my God. He's a beast. I feel like when you're watching him play, you want to just take out a stopwatch, see how long it takes him to get to the quarterback because it's insane. But I think that they're not going to have that much of an effect considering Tom Brady can get the ball out really fast. Also, I think that the Rams have proven to not be very clutch. They've taken a couple of L's this season that are embarrassing. They lost to the Eagles, right? Yeah. Fact checker. Yeah, they lost to the Eagles in a really embarrassing fashion. And the Patriots have the great mind of Bill Belichick. They have a lot of smart people on that team, defensively and offensively. So they're just all around. I think they're going to know how to work Jared Goff's young mind, Sean McVay's young coaching mind, and all of that just in general, younger team, and be able to come out with the win. But it should be a good game, so I'm interested.
I'm going to have to go with the Patriots in the Super Bowl just because even though Donald is one of the best defensive linemen in the league right now, and you have the young coach Sean McVay, and he's so creative, and still, Brady hasn't been sacked at all this playoff run. So his offensive line is coming together at the perfect time for him, and he always pulls through in close game. The only way that you can beat Tom Brady is by putting pressure on him because he's not going to mess up a pass if there's no pressure. So I think that what the Rams have to do is really put pressure on Brady as the quarterback and cause him to throw those interceptions. So I think that New England's going to still win.
Okay. So that concludes today's episode of Blue Streak Sports. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all back here next week.